Relying on paid is almost like renting your own set of audiences. And the reason we say that is because you're essentially borrowing people from the wider community. However, when it comes to owning your audiences, it's essentially building your own set of community, which will, I guess, essentially last longer. They're more loyal to you and they'll listen to you a little bit more, which helps with brand building. Today, a lot of brands seem to think that organic is secondary and paid is a priority marketing element. And the reason for that is there's an instantaneous result that you get from paid, where you put in $1,000 and you see something come out the next day instantly. However, with organic, there's a lot more patience involved and essentially a lot more effort involved as well, because it's not instantaneous. However, with organic, what we tend to see is you getting a lot more sustainable results from one, visibility, two, qualified traffic. And what that means is, you've got a higher propensity for conversions because your audience who are coming to your website or are engaging with your content are more, in a way, connected to what you're saying, versus paid, where it's almost you're doom scrolling, you see an ad, you click on it, and you might decide to drop off. So with organic, it is really about that sustainable long-term growth versus a one-off band-aid fix. The biggest danger for going organic marketing is probably losing out on one, audience relevancy, two, sustainable growth, and then three, it's that advocacy piece of essentially having customers come back to you over a long period of time. Because again, if we think about the difference between organic and paid relies on someone who might be interested in your product today, but not all the time because they're not buying into your brand. With paid, you're putting down, a few $1 million on, let's say, PPC and social media. However, when you decide to turn that off, your audience disappears. However, if you compare it to organic marketing, where you're building, a trusted, credible, qualified community of people who are very interested in what you're saying and what you're selling, that's going to go a long way. We see a lot of brands in the industry relying on paid media for a long period of time. And one of those very familiar brand examples would be ASOS. Earlier this year, there was a lot of chatter around how ASOS has pivoted their marketing model to balance out performance marketing and organic marketing, because in previous times, there was an over-reliance on paid. However, they're absolutely seeing the value that organic can bring in terms of, again, building trusted communities, driving, long-term profit, delivering sustainable brand growth. There's a lot of benefits that, organic can bring, which ASOS have now identified. And it's really refreshing to see this out in the open. So the conversation about paid versus organic has been around for a long time. Brands and businesses out there have been struggling to identify what works best for them and always taking the easy way out and relying on paid. However, with brands today, such as ASOS, Airbnb, and even consumer giant Unilever, we're seeing more and more of them invest in organic marketing because of the tangible results that they get.